Y'all got me juiced up, man. That's what it's about, though. You know what I'm saying? How can I help somebody else win? How can I? That's literally the key, one of the biggest keys to success. You know what I'm saying? So even for those selfish salespeople, it's like, man, you got to come outside of yourself and realize it's not about you. Selling ain't about you. I don't sell a fucking thing, man. I don't sell anybody. I help people get additional resources to make the most sound decision, right? I'm gonna help you make the best decision, but I'm not trying to sell you anything. People don't realize the value that it is when you ask the right questions. Some people, they think one way because they were never asked the appropriate question. There's been many times that people connected with me. They wanted to buy a standalone, shopping center, right? And say, hey, or a single tenant situation. And they were like, and then I asked them the right questions that no one even asked them before, even though they had the finances available to acquire these assets. And it was just like, oh no, I think multifamily is for me. Oh no, I think self-storage is for me, right? Totally different, but they weren't asked the right questions. They just thought that they knew what they wanted, right? So by adding, even if they didn't work with me, right? They now know the right direction to go. You see what I'm saying? So that was valuable to them regardless. So it's like, again, asking questions, being there as a consultant, that's critical, right? And that's what y'all are, advisors. You know what I'm saying? You're not just an average salesperson. You're not just the next realtor. You know what I'm saying? You are who you build yourself to be. So you gonna have every fucking thing that you need to win, period. It's gonna always, whether it's this or anything else in life, it's gonna come down to you. What are you willing to put in it? Are you committed to it, right? My goals are literally on my screensaver, my phone, my tablet. I see that shit everywhere all the time, many times a day. When I wake up, I read them. When I go to sleep, before I go to sleep, I read them. You want to embed that shit into your subconsciousness to where it's like you're calling it into the universe without even you focused on it at this point. That's how you attract it to you, man. Like, people don't realize how strong this stuff is. It starts, if your mentality isn't there, if your mindset ain't there, it does not happen for you. It is non-existent. Everything in this whole fucking world began with a thought. Everything. You have to, again, know what you're looking at, right? And you got to focus on it. You have to focus on it. And more than focus on it, you have to prioritize. Because again, a lot of times, this is part of the reason why I got this damn Pomodoro timer. It's because sometimes my focus is not where it needs to be. So I need a device to keep me on track sometimes. Otherwise, my brain is gonna go everywhere except where it's supposed to go, right? And that happens to a lot of us all the time. But when you prioritize exactly what needs to be done and when, right? Now you have a system that you're building to be successful in this industry. You have to have that. Got to have a tailor-made plan, right? For your learning style, though. Because again, everybody learns differently. Just like when y'all take the DISC assessment, I guarantee you everybody in the room ain't a D, a high D, you know? So it's like, that's part of like, how do I learn effectively, right? We got to know that. And now we can tap into that even more. Like, if I'm not learning one way, it's like, why would I continue to do that if I'm not getting what I need from it? You know what I'm saying? Some people can't do online learning. They're like, I gotta be in person, otherwise it doesn't connect for me, right? You have to do something every single day to put your business in a better position tomorrow than it is today. Every single day. If you're not implementing something in your business every single day, what are you doing? And I don't care if it's not your primary source of income right now. It's still your business. It doesn't stop being your business because you stop working on it, right? It's still there. And it's like, if you're neglecting it, guess what's gonna happen? Your paycheck is gonna be neglected as well because it's non-existent, because you're neglecting your business. You have to implement something every single day. And again, that's where stuff like this is beneficial, because it's like, now you know what steps you need to take every single day, right? To be able to build your business. And although it's going to be slightly adjusted depending upon, whose business plan we're looking at, right? It's all the same principles. That's why what we're going over right now is literally just the success principles before we jump into the other stuff. If you don't know that one, and I know y'all know, but again, it's part of the process, right? You got to get your mind right. That's how you see success in sales. It starts with the mind. People didn't, they was calling 30 people, right? A month. You feel me? Because their mindset was screwed up. You know, and then I sit down and I'm talking to them. You know, I know everybody in here now. You know, and I'm talking to them and they got different stories. I'm like, that's why your ass sitting here for 2 years and ain't sold nothing. You see what I'm saying? And people are just like trying to find the magic coin. It's like, no, do the work. Do the work and then do more of the work. It's that fucking simple. You know what I'm saying? For real. And it's like, so I was like, okay, shit. And that's why these KPIs are so important. It's like, I know if I'm making 500 calls, I'm making at least $90,000 next month, for sure. But I know exactly what I need to do to make it. You feel me? And I know how many, like, and again, so we talking sales, like we all purpose driven in this room. So we can, you know what I mean? Now talking strictly sales, it's like, how many people do I have to call to make $1 million, right? And per person that I have to get through is a small piece of that. So if it's $10 per call to get to my $1 million, how many calls do I need to make? 1,000? I'm making 1,000 fucking calls. 10,000? I'm making 10,000 calls because I'm getting to my $1 million. You see what I'm saying? Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of people that drop off along the way, but I don't care about them. Respectfully, we will at some point as salespeople realize that more than half of the people that we come in front of don't even want our fucking product, right? So I want to identify as soon as possible is what I'm selling is for them. If not, I love you, I thank you, God bless, but I am not about to continue with this conversation because I got to make 1,000 calls. You're not one of my people right now. I'll throw you on some drip shit, but I'm not about to converse with you too long. You know what I'm saying? You just told me you never buy in Georgia. I don't know, I only invest in Texas. Great, nice to meet you, dude. You know what I'm saying? Respect. Holler at me on LinkedIn, right? But I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna try to sell you an apartment complex in Atlanta then. You just told me this is the wrong guy. You see what I'm saying? So he's just replaced with 10 more guys. You see what I'm saying? We know 5 of them for sure is not gonna be a fit. So we keep it moving. We keep it moving. Law of averages, man. You know, that's what it's about. So it's like, and that's why I'm like, you know, thank you, Albert. The motherfucker said I need 50. Drop 50 on me. That's what I'm talking about. We know that 25 of them ain't gonna be ready right now, but they going some drip shit. Then the other half is ready in some capacity, right? They might not be ready for what I'm offering them, but I know that they are a legit buyer. I know that they're ready to go. I know that this is what they do as a profession. You know what I'm saying? I want that motherfucker in my database to cultivate, especially if he's on a drip campaign and it don't require anything from me but a couple calls every month. Man, what the fuck? That's over 100,000 potentially just sitting right there, even if he ain't ready right now. Oh yeah, we just deployed 8 million in capital. We're not looking at. Do you know how many fucking of my past clients call me? Oh, just got some more capital. Oh, just got some more capital. Oh, just got some more capital. This shit don't stop when you do this for real. You know what I'm saying? And they call me because I'm always adding value, whether they working with me or not. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's what you want to do is position yourself to be the expert advisor, to be able to go and dominate how you want to dominate, you know? And again, that shit don't come by happenstance. You have to go get it. You got to learn this stuff. You got to learn the industry. You got to learn the lingo. There's a whole fucking chapter called Terminology Strengthener. Because you need to know what the fuck you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they're not trying to connect with you. You feel me? They're like, it's green, motherfucker. Man, if you don't blocked, call me again. So it's like you want to make sure that you always put your best foot forward and you always leading with value. It is extremely important. Extremely important. Does the plan get revised? Sometimes, of course it does. Right? You might do one thing for marketing and you're like, damn, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working. This is part of the reason why we got to track everything. Now you know what's working, now you know what's not working. You know what I'm saying? And you know also, even if it is working, and to what degree is it working?